So just got done a shoot with nesting bald eagles here on Besnard Lake, and what an incredible encounter. I feel so lucky. Friends Connie and Elston invited me up to photograph this nest here. A great opportunity where we could have a blind on land so we could be stable with my 800 millimeter, and the nest, we look down into it. These trees aren't very thick in diameter, so if you're in a tree stand beside you, you'd be rocking and such, and to get sharp images would be very complicated. Elston and many other people up here have been volunteering for, I guess it's now 50 years of keeping track of the populations up here and banding them, which is just incredible. And he was sharing with me that there's 25 nesting pairs on this lake, and this is northern Saskatchewan, not a place where you typically would think to find bald eagles, but they occur throughout northern parts of Canada. It wasn't long ago, about 50 years ago, when bald eagles were in trouble, and they were actually endangered in the United States. They estimated there was only a little over 400 pairs in the southern part of the United States, not up in Alaska included. And what was the reason for this? Well, habitat loss was part of it, poaching was part of it, but the biggest threat to bald eagles during that time was the use of the chemical DDT. And it didn't allow the proper production of calcium for the birds when they were forming their eggs. And the eggshells would be so thin that sometimes if an eagle sat on its nest of eggs, it might actually crush them. So survival rates just plummeted. Thank goodness DDT was banned in the late 60s in the United States and finally in the late 70s in Canada. But we have healthy populations of bald eagles today, so that's great, and all the way from the United States up into Alaska and such. So had a great encounter with this family. Feel so blessed to be here. Years ago, I came here as a youngster for many years to Besnard Lake. I actually photographed having a bad feather day on this lake. So this lake is known to me for bald eagles, and that was always a great part of the trip when you came up to see these eagles soaring all over the place. So I felt so lucky. We've been waiting years for an opportunity where we could have a ground blind on land and a nest that we could look into. So finally it worked out, and I got a couple interactions with adults and the eaglets. So that was some really great shooting. So.